What is happening? Welcome back to the channel. Today is a new day. Last time, if you have been following, we got the plumbing in, the water lines in for the water heater and the sink in the kitchen and the bathrooms. All water lines are all plumbed, and today we are working on subfloor. I've been looking forward to this. Well, kind of. It's sort of difficult when you have, let me show you. It's sort of difficult when you have all of your plumbing underneath in a subfloor that's not accessible from underneath. So it's all getting covered, which means, and you can see I got the first piece in there, and I have the lines for the washing machine and the shower pulled through. I have the vent cut for the dryer sticking up through there, and I have the vent or the drainage cut for the washing machine, 2-inch pipe for that. I have not drilled for the shower drain. It's under there. I just need to drill it. The measurements written on the wall there. So kind of put the first piece of subfloor in just to kind of show where we're going with this, but you can kind of see this is somewhat difficult because all the plumbing has to be in there and it has to be perfect because it's not going to be accessible without cutting the floor out to get to it ever again. So a little stressful, but and sort of difficult to do. It wasn't too bad actually. I actually pre-drilled all these holes for the water lines and the drainage lines. I measured them and pre-drilled them before I put this piece in. So I just kind of put it up against the wall there. It's the reason it's, if you're wondering why it's darker on that right edge, it was that little bit of edge was actually hanging out in the rain today. So that'll dry, no big deal, but it looks kind of funny. So another issue I ran into was this is actually 1-inch subfloor, this plywood. I didn't even know such a thing existed. I never used 1-inch. I've used 3/4 always. So this stuff is super thick. And I was thinking to myself, man, it's really heavy. I used to be able to run 2 of these at a time because I was thinking it was 3/4, but nope, it's 1-inch. That's why it's so, now I don't feel so bad about myself. So anyway, one issue is that I only have 3 sheets of this. And I have 2 sheets of 3/4. I thought I had 5 sheets of subfloor, so I thought I had plenty. But 3 sheets is going to leave me just short. But what's funny about that is guess how much it leaves me short? It leaves me short exactly 5.5 inches, which means that this 6-inch wall that I'm going to frame up that's going to run along this back here is going to sit on 3/4, just a ripped strip of 3/4 inch, which is fine. The wall can sit 1/4 inch lower because it's going to go all the way to the ceiling. So that's not going to, I'll have a nice flat floor in the bathroom, and I think that'll work out just fine, and I don't have to go buy another sheet. So yeah, okay, so I need to go cut a piece 25 3/8 for that span there, which is a little bit bigger of a span than 2 feet. That's just the way it ended up. So maybe it's a good thing that I have 1-inch stuff. So I'm gonna go cut that and then throw a full sheet down to start this second row, and then cut a piece for that end down there, and then we'll basically have our subfloor on, which is super exciting. So all right, chop chop, and instant portal to the future. Not too long later, but just a couple sheets. So you can see one of the sheets that I had to cut these smaller pieces out of was the one that was on the top. So it's pretty wet, but again, it'll dry out and we'll be happy. So that's pretty much most of the subfloor. So I'm out of that 1-inch plywood tongue and groove. The only thing I have now is the 3/4 inch tongue and groove. So yeah, we'll get this other strip, 3/4 strip cut in here, and then we can start framing some walls. get the doorway roughed in, and then it'll be on to, I'll finish the plumbing coming up. We'll put the washer, the wall box in with the hot cold shut off valves in it, and we'll get the mixer installed for the shower, and then we can come up, and I got a what do they call that, an ear drop or drop ear something. I've got that for the shower head, so we can plumb that up to the shower head, get that done, and then it's on to we'll run some electrical, plug in for the dryer, outlet for the vanity, a couple outlets on the other side for the kitchen, and then it'll be on to drywall. So anyway, let's get this floor finished and get the rest of get that rest of that floor kind of drilled out for those 3 lines that are there, just for the vanity and the toilet, and then get to framing some walls. Yeah! So there's that last 5.5 inch strip of 3/4 in there. I shimmed it up underneath that kind of edge joist, and kind of crammed it into the tongue and groove. So it's a little tight going in. It doesn't really seat all the way, but again, it's under the wall, so it's seated about halfway. So I'm happy with that. It's good. So I'm gonna go ahead and start framing up some walls now, and get that going so we can get the rest of this plumbing put in and move on to a little bit of electrical. All right, so there's one wall up and a rough opening for the door frame there. I mean, that door frame with that raised up off the floor like that, to fit a 32-inch door and get an 82.5-inch rough opening, it's like exact all the way to the top plate. So I'm gonna have to do something yeah, I don't know, have to deal with that. It's like really close, but it's a little over, so it's like 83, I think. So a little bit big of a rough opening for the height, but not too big a deal. It's better than it being too short, so the door frame is gonna fit. So one wall and one to go over there along the outside, which will be a little bit more difficult because we'll have to drill out for the water lines, but not too bad. So we'll get on to that next here. So it is the next day. I called it a night last night after getting that first wall up. So we're starting out today working on this other wall down here. So we got to get this wall back here installed and drilled for those water lines coming out, and I am super dragging today. I think I woke up with a little bit of a scratchy throat, and it's starting to catch up with me later in the day here, so a little stuffy, but the show must go on. Gotta keep pressing away and get this bathroom done. So we'll see how far we get here. What I would like to at least get done today is I would like to at least get this back, the back wall that goes this way done, and I'd like to get that there's going to be another kind of short wall. I'll show you right there where those lines are coming up. There's going to be a short wall, maybe probably about maybe 40 inches long, coming out from this wall over here, coming out this way, and we'll drill out the bottom plate for all these lines there, and those lines will run up in that wall, and that'll be the kind of the wall that goes up against the shower stall that's going to go in there. So I'd like to at least get those 2 walls done. We'll see how far I get here. I'm super dragging, so hopefully we'll get that done, and that will be a success for the day, and that'll be the end of the video for this one. But let's see how far we get and see if we can knock it out here. I think we can do it. So 1 down, 1 to go. We got this one in, that's that. And we got all the water lines coming through, and then we're drilled out for the drainage there for the vanity. So good progress there. We're kind of inside the bathroom now. You can see the rough opening for the door there, and we're all walled in here. So the next thing is just to get a wall up over this this here that the shower can attach to, and the shower will go in that corner, and we'll cap that, plug in there, take that out and cap it, because that will not be accessible. So yeah, so far so good. I will say though, I am dragging today, super dragging. It's like, you know, way harder and stuff. Anyway, I am gonna take a break for kind of a late lunch. It's like 3:45 or something, so I'm gonna go do that and come back and knock this other wall out, and that's gonna be a good day. I think I'll be happy with that. Sort of a bad angle, I know, because the wall is there now, but I'm bringing this shower stall in that I've had sitting outside for quite a while. I brought it up in here, and I can't stand it up because it's only when it's standing up, it's only going to be like 4 inches from the ceiling. So I need to pull it back up, stand it up, and then set it in here that way. Oh. Walk it into place over here. Shower is roughed in, and we have our support wall there for the washing machine box, and the mixer for the shower. So all of our lines are through, and we got our washing machine drainage right there. So coming along good. Somebody needs to clean this shower, but other than that, this is really coming along nice. So that is definitely it for me today. I reached my goal, and that's all the further I'm going to go. I'm not going to push it too much harder. There's things I'd like to stay out here and keep doing, but I am definitely not feeling good today. So I'm going to go ahead and take it easy for the evening. It's Friday night, and man, thanks again for watching. Hope you're enjoying this series. I am now calling this the guest shop. I'm keeping the garage door, not that one. That one's coming out, and I'm going to put in a new door with new tracks, and we'll put we'll have the top row will be a panel with windows in it, and we'll tint those, and it'll look pretty nice. So I'm calling it the guest shop because if my mom ever moves or does something else, then it can still be a shop. One really, really awesome shop at that, because it'll have a full bathroom and a full, well, I guess you'd call that, with a shower stall, I guess you'd call that a, what do they call that, a 3/4 bathroom or something like that. But anyway, and a full kitchen. So it'd be a pretty sweet shop, actually. You could come out here and never go home. So anyway, that's it for today. I'm going to sign off. I'm going to go get some rest. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Peace.